Hey guys, today we are going to be testing out this. It's a Honda Civic. It's a pretty late model Honda Civic. I think it's a 2012. I don't even know. It's a friend of mine's. So we're just going to go for a ride on it and I'll tell you my impressions of the car. It is about 90 something degrees in DC and I am glad to have this car because it has AC, and I never really drive these cars because they're too new and they're kind of out of my price range. But this car is a great car. It's a Honda. It feels really good driving. It's not a fast car. It's a 4-cylinder, but on startup and when you hear the motor, it's a great sounding motor, or at least it doesn't make any sound, which is exactly what you want in a commuter car. It gets about 35 miles to the gallon, if you can believe it. 35 to 40 miles to the gallon. A little car. This is a very comfortable car. So I'm driving cross country this year and I'm gonna hike all the major national parks. And this is the car that I'm doing it in. And I was thinking about buying a car just to take, but you know, at least I know who owns this car and I know a little bit of the history, so I'm confident that this car will get me to California and back. One of the things that I really like about this car is the tachometer right in there, and it pretty much like glows. Also, the speedo is not where the tach is, it's right up there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's really easy to read the speed when it's right in front of you. It almost looks like a holographic sort of way of showing the speed, which is really nice. It's got the usual buttons on the steering wheel to control, you know, your information, to control your radio. It's got cruise control, which is very nice to have, but I normally never use cruise control. It's got a really neat feature for guys like me who like to get maximum range in a car and get the maximum mileage. It's this icon button on the left. It's this green button. And when you push it, you'll see an icon on the dash. And it'll basically say that it kind of slows down the car's acceleration, so you're much more limited to the speed that you go. You can turn it off by pushing it again, and then it says econ off, and you can start speeding a little bit more. I think the people that would get this Honda Civic, especially this year in 2018, are people who basically want a very reliable car. It's a proven brand. Honda makes great cars. Everybody knows that. They make very conservative cars, but not as conservative as Toyota. And I think Toyota is still my favorite brand of commuter car. It's simple, it's easy to live with. I'm gonna hop on the left lane here. And it's got plenty of power for everyday driving. I'm at 66 miles an hour right now, and the car's not loud, it's not doing anything unusual, it's just a very relaxed driving position. You can adjust the steering wheel too, so you can like position it down. I don't know why I would want it to be that far down, but they sit up higher and you can see a little bit more of the road, and they're much easier to get in and out. And that's one thing I don't like about my little Toyota Paseo, is that when you sit on it, you really sit in it, and you have to kind of creep up to kind of get out of the car. It makes egress a lot harder. It's something you don't think about.